Hello everyone, happy Friday. It's Friday, which means it's time for our film critic Phil Villarreal. He's here to fill us in on this week's new release, which is Pacific Rim Uprising. Phil?
So you might remember the original Pacific Rim from 5 years ago. It was Guillermo del Toro who just won the Best Picture for Shape of Water. This is kind of his just having fun, doing a little bit of selling out, making a big budget robots versus giant beast action movie. And it took a long time for the sequel to come. He's not involved as much. He's kind of stepped back in a producer role. And they still have the feel and the excitement of the first movie, but nowhere near as artistic and nowhere near as good of a story. So it's a big drop off.
Okay, so didn't like it as much as the first one. Is it still worth seeing though?
You know, I'd wait for home video on this one, but there is something to be said with seeing these giant battles on the big screen.
Right.
And in the second half of the movie, they dispense with all the dumb story and it's straight up action. It's basically like a 14-year-old's imagination. That's what this comes down to.
So what is it actually about? Like, what is the plot or storyline?
So there are these interdimensional aliens. They're these giant Godzilla-like creatures who come through a portal and they battle humans who their only chance to fight these guys is to make these huge mechs who are controlled by two pilots at the same time. And that's John Boyega and Scott Eastwood. They're kind of bickering, kind of some funny dialogue as they go back and forth. It's like a three-legged race they have to operate to defeat these huge beasts. So really not much more to the story than that, just robots, monsters. Who's gonna win?
Is Scott Eastwood Clint Eastwood's son?
He is.
Is he a good actor?
He's pretty good, yeah. Like he hasn't gotten as much of a ramp up lately, but he was in the Fast and the Furious films the past couple, and I think you're gonna start to see more of him as we go on. And John Boyega, of course, is from Star Wars. He does a pretty good job here.
Okay, all right, well thank you, Phil, and we will have the trailer and of course the review on our website, kgun9.com. We'll be right back.